What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be going over how to write a linear equation from a table. Very important topic in the eighth grade, because you guys are seventh grade now, so in the eighth grade. So next year, coming into school, this is going to be a big topic for the year. Bear with me, it's brand new. There's a lot going on, so you guys might have to watch this, pause the video, look at the formulas, but hopefully this gives you a little better of an idea of how to solve these types of problems, and it can help you in your Delta Math assignments. And if you don't get it fully, guys, I'm looking for you guys to kind of get a little background knowledge, so when you come in eighth grade, you already know a little bit of it, and you'll be able to grow on it very, very quickly. All right, so here we go. So this first slide I'm going to bring up is definitely a lot going on. So what I want you guys to do is really pay attention, and here are the steps of how to write a linear equation from a table. Now, guys, something I didn't tell you yet. What is a linear equation? A linear equation is y equals mx plus b. When the equations are written in that form, in y equals mx plus b, and they fit the criteria of y equals mx plus b, that means that it's going to be a linear. It's going to be a line. It's going to be a straight line. Okay, this is a big part of eighth grade. Okay, we deal with linear things, all right? Exponential and curved lines, that comes in ninth grade. Now here, as you can see in step 3, guys, here, I'm skipping right to this stuff. Like, I would have done a whole nother lesson of how to find slope, which is step 1, but I'm gonna kind of throw it all at you and then kind of hope you guys kind of take the time to look over this stuff and try it on your own. Okay, guys? This is a good opportunity for you guys to practice how you will, how you are by working alone and without the guidance of me there with you guys every day. All right, so this kind of getting you guys ready for the real world. So, for some people that actually try to do this, it's going to benefit you outside of school, okay? And this is a new time, so whatever, try your best, okay? So that's how you're, like, I know people started this and like, what do I do? That's what your equation, your final answer is going to be written in. Y equals mx plus b. Y and x they're always going to be there. M and b are going to be substituted out for numbers. M is the slope, which we find in step 1. M means slope, and b is the y-intercept. B is y-intercept, okay? Now let me walk you through the steps. The first step, to find slope, you must choose 2 points and find m, because m is slope. So what do I mean by choose points? Guys, here's the table. Now, guys, the top is x, the bottom is y. That's how usually every single table goes if it doesn't give you where x and where y are. If they don't physically put the letter in there for you. Now here, x values, y values. Now look what they chose here. They chose 80, 1 and 80, and they chose 0, 82. They chose those 2 points. You could choose any 2 values you want. It does not matter. You'll get the same exact answer. Now, they chose those 2 values, those 2 points. Now, look what they did. The formula is y2 minus 1y. So it's changing the y values. Now, if I wrote x and y over here, y's have to go on top. Look at the formula. Y's are on top. So they simply took this, and what does this 2 mean? It means the second y. 82 is the first, 80 is the second. So they did 80 minus 82. They subtracted the y's, look over here, and then they put it over the x's, which is right over here, because that's the formula. 1 minus 0, and they subtracted the x's. And they just did basic math here, and they left. You can leave your answer as a fraction, or you can make it up a whole number if it does come out to divide into a nice whole number. Now, 80 minus 82 is negative 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. When you divide negative 2 over 1, you get negative 2. So there's your slope. Your slope is negative 2. M is negative 2 by choosing those 2 values, okay, and subtract it and use a formula, which was right here, okay? Now, there's a trick to find the y. Now you got to find b. If I found m, that's step 1. Now you got to find b, which is the y-intercept. Once you find those 2 values, you're done. You could write the equation and move on. Now, sometimes you can look to find the y-intercept in a table. X has to be 0. When x is 0, that y value is the y-intercept, okay? So sometimes it's already given. Like right here, guys, Where do you see x to be 0? I see it right there. So what's the y value correspond to there? 82. So bam, there's your y-intercept. I didn't have to do any math there because they gave me x to be 0. If they give you x to be 0, you're very excited because then you have your y-intercept, which is 82. It's the corresponding y value off of where x is 0. Once you have m, which is -2, and I have b, which is 82, I just substitute in the equation, y equals mx plus b. So y equals stays the same. I replace m with what, guys? -2. So it's -2x, and I replace b, which is right here, with what? 82. And that's my answer. Okay? This is new. Here are the steps. Hopefully this will help you out. Okay? Let's do another example. Let's do an example because my delta math assignment I posted, the first one, x is 0. So the y-intercept is 0. You just got to go back and use the formula to find the m. Okay? In the new delta math assignment, x isn't 0. So you know what? Let's start step 1, step 2, step 3. So first thing, you know your final answer, when you do this, you have to write it into this formula. Y equals mx plus, which is, this represents a linear equation. If it looks like y equals mx plus b, when you substitute your numbers in, it means it's a line, okay? So I have my word problem here. They give me a table. I have x, I have y. Okay, step 1, I got to find m. How do you find m? If you go back to the previous screen, use the formula. So I choose 2 points. What 2 points do I want to choose? I don't know. Let's choose, for me, I'm going the smallest numbers. I'm using these 2 points. 10 and 45 are together because it's an x and y point, guys. Think about graphing. And 20 and 50 go together. Okay, here we go. Now I simply plug in. So what's y2? Well, we'll go to my y. My second y is 50. So I do 50. It's always minus. That's the formula. Look, what's the second y? 45. Okay. I make a nice little line. And then what's my first x? Because now it's over x's are in bottom. Then x is 20 minus 10. Okay. And now you just simplify, guys. Straight up, just do basic math. Keep the fraction. If you want to keep a fraction, be my guest. Doesn't matter. Simplify it. What's 50 minus 45 is 5. 20 minus 10 is what? 10. You have a calculator in Delta Math. Use it. Now, for some of you guys that are good with fractions, 5 over 10 simplifies to what? If you have a calculator, hit 5, ABC 10, or plug it into your calculator in Delta Math, and you're going to get 1/2 or 0.5. Now, I don't care if you use a fraction. I like fractions. I think when it comes to linear equations and this whole entire unit, leave your answer as a fraction. If you forgot or it's too tough for you, put it as a 0.5 decimal, okay? So there is my m. Bam, I found m. There's m. M is 1/2 by plugging into this formula. Now, what about b? How do I find b? Well, like I told you before, you look for where x is 0. Now, do you look at the x values? I don't see any zeros here, so we have a problem. But what do I notice? I notice a pattern. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. What comes next, guys? Yep, 0. Bam, I just continued it. Guys, this is a continuing table. This table just doesn't end. If I drive more miles, the cost is going to be more. It's simple, okay? They just gave you a little excerpt of it. Now go for the y. 65, 60, 55, 50, 45, 40. Guys, do I have now x to be 0? And when x is 0, guess what y is? 40. And what do we know from the page before I just taught you? Where x is 0, my b is y-intercept. My b is wherever x is 0. So if x is 0 here, what's the corresponding y? 40, and that's your b. So now when you write your final answer, it's going to be y equals, replace m with 1/2, x plus 40. Bam. There's your answer. I took m, see m right here, guys? I replaced it with 1/2. I left the x, and I replaced b with what? Positive 40. That's it. Okay? This is new. There's a lot. I'm throwing a lot at you guys, but I think a lot of you are capable of doing this on your own and grasping a lot of this information by this small teach I'm doing for you, and you should be okay. If not, it's just practice, guys. It's a learning curve, right? I'm not there every day to teach you. You got to kind of take it upon yourself to really kind of figure this stuff out. Let's do one more. All right, here we go. How do I write this formula? Y equals mx plus b. I got to find m and b, just like the same exact routine, guys, okay? First thing, I'm going to choose 2 points. I'm going to choose, I don't like negative numbers, right? I'm going to use boom and boom. What do I do first? By using the formula, how to find slope. If I go back 2 pages, there's my slope formula right here. I subtract the y's over the x's, okay? And I always take the second minus the first, second x minus the first x. So I do, let me just write it out. So first I do y, so I do 4 minus 1. Over here for you guys. Over 3 minus 2. And it says a fraction. So I'm gonna put the little line to make it a fraction. That's to find m. Now what's 4 minus 1? 3. Over what is 1? 3 minus 2 is 1. And guys, what's 3 divided by 1? 3. So my slope is 3. Pretty easy. Look what I did. I used the formula by going back a couple pages. I circled 2 points, x and y value. I took the y's first. I subtracted 4 minus the 1, the second minus the first, over the 2 x's, 3 minus 2. Now, x has to be what, guys? 0 to find b. In order to find b, x has to be 0. Now, work backwards. I don't see 0 for any x value, but I know I can find it easy with a pattern. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll put it up here. 0. I got 0. But there's no y value there, guys. Look, there's no y. Because I got to do the pattern back this way. Now, this pattern's a little more difficult, but just go slow. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. So it's going down in increments of 3. It's decreasing by 3. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Now, this might get difficult. So this is negative 2 minus 3. Put it in your calculator. Negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. So B is negative 5. Now when I replace this, I have y equals, what's m? 3. So it's 3x. And what's b? I replace b with what? Negative 5. So it's minus 5. There's your answer, okay? How did I know this? This is going down by 3. Minus 3 here, minus 3 here, minus 3 here. I just followed the pattern. Negative 2, take away 3 is minus 5, okay? Guys, I understand this is all new. Please go back to this video. See if it helps you out. This problem was taken from Delta Math. All these problems from the first Delta Math assignment to the second Delta Math assignment I just posted about writing linear equations are very similar. This video covers it all. So you got to go slow. You got to make sure you use your calculator. Make sure you're plugging your numbers in right and go and take your time. Guys, this is new. This is 8th grade material. For those of you that are trying this and actually understanding it, or at least understanding it a little bit, you will be ahead of the game come next year. You will walk into 8th grade, you will start this lesson. People are going to be struggling, and you're going to be a step ahead of the game if you're actually taking the time to do this on your own and try it. All right. I do appreciate everyone doing their work. I see who's doing their work out there. I got something special for you guys coming soon. Guys, keep it up. I really want you guys to focus on this. Keep doing the work. Keep trying. Any questions, reach out to me. I know that there's a bunch of you, Brian, and you guys reach out to me like almost every day when it comes to the assignment. If you don't understand something, I'm there answering. Hopefully this video helps a little bit. If it doesn't, please reach out and I'll try my best to figure something else out. All right, we're in this together. I know it's tough times, but you guys are doing fantastic. The light is at the end of the tunnel. Guys, keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I'm Mr. Cornell. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already, and pass the information along. Catch you guys later. Peace.